I never shout. Big back like Nicki Minaj. Anytime she turn around, she got me on over. I sit back under the doubt. The headlight, the steady flash. Come and give me that, Kit Kat. You turn me into a I say wait, you must become my lady. Oh yeah. It's your duty.
Thank you, man. The phenomenal Nikki Lauye is also here. Nikki is here as well. By the way, great work with the refugee efforts. From the structure of the program, look as if the tax people just want to talk at us. Because it's like this lecture, that lecture, this lecture, that lecture, this lecture, that lecture. And it seems as if there is no opportunity for the entertainers to actually talk.
Mr. Babatunde Fowler, Executive Chairman, NRS, Mr. Ayo Super, all council members of the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, past presidents of the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, all celebrities here present. It's a great pleasure to welcome you all to this event, Tag Entertainment and Tax, organized by the Lagos District Society of the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, to round off the program in respect of the 2018 annual tax week.
Now, I'm sure most of you know who they are. You don't know who they are.
Following Falana, popularly known as Paz the Doctor. I don't indulge in various areas of entertainment.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dari Atalade, singer. Pray for me, and other songs. I'm also a man of many parts.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Casey, and I'm a musician.
Literally less than 30 minutes ago, and they left what they're doing to come and join us here.
The Nigerian entertainment sector has been phenomenal in recent years. According to DLL research, Nigeria's media and entertainment industry is currently estimated to be worth over $4 billion and estimated to rise to about $9 billion in 2019.
One of us, and I'm proud of Lagos, Prince, 80% of my boss, Mr. Tunde Fowler, the leaders of our institute, distinguished colleagues. Let me begin by thanking the CITN Lagos District for this honor. When you talk to small boys and girls all the time, it's a real privilege to speak to this type of audience. I'm totally overwhelmed. Coming face to face with the people I see on the TV and I can only read about. So it's a privilege to be in your midst.
On the road. We need help. What you see here is a room of young people that are trying their best, but young people who their whole family system depends on. My dad is a pastor, and the people that were supporting him before say, your son is rich now. There's no need to donate to your ministry anymore. So all of a sudden, it's real. When our family members are sick, so we're trying our best now. Why I go back historically to talk about the angst that we feel is because, again, when they see us doing well, it's now like, oh yeah, now we're invited to this, but we are generally ignored for what is called that the conducive environment for growth. So today, sir, while we are here, there's something that's happening. The music industry, when the indices are showed, when the revenue is showed, about 10%, if even, actually comes to the people that are in the room. The actual entertainment industry is not in this room. It's in the telcos, it's in the ad agencies. That's where the money is.
Let's go on until they try it at the federal level and the payments.
People, big money, they decided that this boy that has done well for the tribe where I come from, make hunger not kill him, over I talk by they dash me brand new car. I say, I use the government supposed to come and take tax from the town they dash me. I think we really need to understand that when you beget a child, you invest in training the child. And when the child grows up, listen, if you are a good father to your child, you are not going to hold a king, except that child is a bad child. Of course, 10 to 9 or so, we want to take care of their parents when they grow. Government of Nigeria, Oga Fala, welcome sir. Tell government of Nigeria to invest. Then you will not be doing seminar to make us come and pay tax.
After MI, I should shut up. But, you know, I'm a teacher's child, so every time I'm given a material, I'd like to read. And looking at this document, this one, and I'm sure we all have it. On the second page, here, okay, where you have personal income taxes. All the items there that are tax exempted do not apply to entertainers. We don't have gratuity. We don't have anyone giving us life assurances or insurances. We don't have any personal pension scheme. We don't fall under it. Whatever we do not save for ourselves when our limbs can, is not saved. It's not there. So, and right now, I don't know any entertainer in this room who receives royalty from anywhere. So those are facts.
My colleagues that have spoken. But I disagree absolutely that we won't pay tax. I only want to request for something. And I think this is perhaps the best place to ask for it. In view of all the problems that my people have highlighted, can we have a flat rate for actors 2,500 naira, for producers 5,000 naira? You know, there is something they did not mention. I want to tell you, even with the little that eventually comes to us, we make sure, in fact, we spend not less than 60% of the little that comes to us to our writers, and they will leave billionaires. The area boys, they will stop us. We give the money out.
Manner. Do you want to run your business in your personal name, or in an enterprise name, or in a limited liability company? You must be able to understand all of those dynamics. And of course, there is lack of adequate enlightenment. A lot of us don't know so much about tax. And that is why we run around thinking that tax people are after us. If you have that enlightenment, it is good that you are all here, and I think the profession has done a lot of work teaching us so many parts of tax law. The next thing is that poor record keeping is one of the things that is making people think that they are actually liable to tax that is not due. You must find a way to put your record together.
Just about 5 minutes. And from the conversation that we've had so far in the room, I can see where the issues are. But we still need to work on a lot of them. So the first one is, we know and society agrees generally that it's important to pay tax. It's the lifeblood of government. Without it, we can't have a government. It just so happens that many people wish they don't have to pay. So it's a question of tax is important. Maybe other people can pay it and I don't have to pay it. I think for entertainers and celebs in the room, one of the key takeaways you have to go home with today is that no matter how you tell your story, nobody is going to believe you until you start putting it into records. It's possible that many of the sellers and the entertainers don't have taxes to pay. They might even have refund from government, but they never filed returns. Wesley Snipes went to jail for 3 years. It wasn't actually because of tax fraud, because he failed to file returns. So you need to tell government what you are doing, how much you've spent, how much money you've made, how difficult life is. And the voice of entertainers is a powerful voice. You can actually come together, mobilize resources, and get laws to be amended to be suitable for your industry. When the income tax law was enacted, we didn't have Nollywood. So it just makes sense that as things evolve, this industry must speak up for itself so that the issues can be addressed.
The Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria is what supports what was done by our Vice President on the 29th of June 2017. Professor Yemi Osinbajo made an executive order which was covered by Section 5(1)(a). And in the executive order, which came into being from 1st of July, he made it very clear in 2 of the paragraphs. There are 13 paragraphs in the executive order. There are 13 paragraphs. But there are 3 major areas that talks about protection. Paragraph 6, the first place talked about protection. It says that any taxpayer who truthfully and voluntarily declares his assets and income, complies with regulations and guidelines, and pays all outstanding taxes, shall obtain the following. Number 1, immunity from prosecution for tax offenses. It is there in paragraph 6 of the executive order. So my celebs and my brothers and my sisters, including my brother from Obakokbe, we are from the same side, Obe there. Alright, you are covered, there's immunity. Once you make your declaration within this period, there is an immunity from prosecution for tax offenses. Paragraph 6 of the executive order.
The Bible has taught us to give unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar. We will do it. But we have a little problem, which we are asking our august leaders to solve today, eventually, because there has to be a clear distinction. Because this is my personal income tax. There has to be a clear distinction between gospel artists and the secular artists. Because there is nowhere in the world that our incomes are the same. A gospel artist in Nigeria lives by what you call a love offering or a honorarium. We don't deal with performance fees. No, we don't. We don't deal with performance fees. So, we don't. And that is the truth, whether you believe it or not. So, how do you just generally categorize all the artists and say, okay, artists, all of you pay this? So we are pleading, because a lot of my people have had some of the, what did you call that thing? The best of judgment letters. That is a very frightful letter. Yes. When you get it, you have to say, Jesus, what have I done? So I am saying that we want to and we will is the right thing to do. And but there has to be a clear distinction to understand. Listen, if I'm going to pay from what I earn, it does not have to be totally blanket. When you say, okay, these gospel guys that are making their earnings from love offerings and honorariums that we don't even have control over. Sometimes you go and, for lack of a better description, as the Spirit leads, with your full band, you end up looking for money from somewhere to deal with the expense of carrying your
live band to that.
Yeah, you know, we came to your office because we encourage our members to pay tax. And tax is something that we support. Well, Mr. Chairman, one of the things that has happened in our industry or in our association is that our members, when they work, for instance, the taxes are deducted from source. Let me share an experience with you. When we came visiting, one of our ESCO members who came with us said, and he mentioned, multi-choice, and every time the taxes, are deducted, and we were very glad that, your men went to the system and to check, and those taxes were not remitted. They not remitted till today. Some of our members, they claim that taxes have been deducted, but are not remitted. And I think that we should meet again, to do something, about that. Finally here, a lot of our members don't work regularly. So if they work this month, next could be in another 2 months. And so we're saying, how do you tax them?
We must pay tax. But now, how are we going to pay the tax becomes a problem. How should we pay the tax becomes a problem. Let me start with tax and entertainment. To create jobs and grow revenue for Lagos State. Now, I'll take a bit of, when the Finance Commissioner started, he mentioned about Lagos State making 50 billion just for December.
No, I said 50 billion was spent in December.
Was okay. Now, I'll start from there, sir. If we follow a structured institution that we protect the intellectual properties of these artists, these celebrities, monitor their product, regulate their work, collecting that tax won't be a problem.
I think this is good, Mr. Chairman. So thank you very much. This engagement, and can I just suggest? I want to make 2 points or 3 points. Can I just suggest the next sessions, the next time we do this, we encourage more interactive sessions than the lectures, because there's some underlining, I call it angst, that needs to be dealt with first before the entertainment people can pay attention to the lectures. But the lectures are absolutely important, and I'm absolutely a little disappointed that some of the entertainers left without hearing anything. Okay, but we also need to address something, and I think Sammy mentioned it. We need to engage more. The Association of Cinema Owners in Nigeria are actually looking to come to you to engage so that we can also educate you on how our business works. We get multiple taxation. I give an example. Because I sit on all the value chain of film production in the film industry. So I sit at production, I sit at exhibition, distribution, then exhibition. And exhibition is where the customer engages. That's where they pay money. So if I'm a producer, and I speak for producers here, if I'm a producer and I have a film product, that film product earns money when a customer pays 1,000 naira, whatever it is, and I pay 5% VAT. Let me just focus on VAT, for instance. But the way our industry works is that, because if you're the customer, and if I give you this product, film, you watch the film, I'm paying you 1,000 naira, I need to remit 5% VAT. It's automatic, it's not debate.
Indeed, it's been
awesome experience and a wonderful performance by everybody that has been invited here today. Especially the people in the entertainment industry that form the bedrock of this particular occasion. On behalf of the EXCOs of the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, Lagos District Society, we would like to say a very big thank you to everybody that made this occasion on August 1 in the month of January. We appreciate you coming because we know that you left a whole lot of things behind to be able to meet up with this particular engagement. We say a very big thank you. We appreciate you all. And we promise that it's going to occur again and it's going to come in a bigger form. Thank you very much. And we wish you safe trip back home. Thank you.
You did make me wonder, oh Baba, I wonder. You make me wonder, oh Baba,
Indeed, it's been an awesome experience and a wonderful performance by everybody that has been invited here today. Especially the people in the entertainment industry that form the bedrock of this particular occasion. On behalf of the EXCOs of the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, Lagos District Society, we would like to say a very big thank you to everybody that made this occasion on August 1 in the month of January. We appreciate you coming because we know that you left a whole lot of things behind to be able to meet up with this particular engagement. We say a very big thank you. We appreciate you all. And we promise that it's going to occur again and it's going to come in a bigger form. Thank you very much. And we wish you safe trip back home. Thank you.